Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Gemini. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini need to know. Clarity, please. All right. Yeah, we got someone who wants to lay a foundation. Someone here doesn't want someone to get away. They've been thinking things through, but choosing their battles. Yeah, we got someone all in their feels. This is someone who wants to lay a foundation. They've been kind of procrastinating. This is also someone who often doesn't put a lot of effort into the way they communicate. So there's definitely a need for clarity. Yeah, it could be someone at a distance, but I see someone's trying to avoid something here too. Just waiting for things to calm down. I do see a travel trip possibly. Yeah, we got a person here. It doesn't kind of... Even though they're in their feelings, they're not sure what they want here. Could be someone who's been ignoring some, but they don't want to miss this opportunity. Yeah, I feel this is someone just not sure what to do, what to think. But I do feel it's an energy telling you to think things through and choose your battles. Someone who's rushed in and changed their mind, even if they have a lot of feelings for you. Like I say, they could be trying to avoid you. But whole point is why. And then we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is generally someone who goes after what they want. So it looks like there's some sort of decision or choice that needs to be made. This is a person who generally takes decisive action. But it's also someone who rushes in without thinking. So now we have this avoidant energy. Yeah, someone here feels they've missed an opportunity too. But you can see things calming down. It's all about getting acquainted too. See, getting to know someone. It could have to do with the distance. Yeah, we got someone keeping it all in. See, they're keeping things to themselves here. They haven't told someone how they feel. This is someone who's a little drained too, like I feel. This is someone even thinking of moving. I feel like even relocating, but they're keeping these thoughts to themselves. So who is the King of Wands? Someone a little guarded, defensive. Yeah, it could be someone you've pushed away or blocked. So you may have missed another opportunity. It's telling you, I think, as the viewer, to think things through and choose your battles. To choose wisely here. Yeah, it has to do with confidence and self-control. Yeah, someone here kind of felt confident and then not so much, right? They rushed in without thinking. They're definitely keeping their thoughts to themselves. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking here. And this could be someone you've blocked or pushed away. It could be vice versa, but it's very guarded, defensive. It's someone who's not sure what to believe, right? They're just not sure what to believe. Yeah, see, it has to do with the house, a home. See, travel, visiting. Somebody maybe wanting to visit someone. Yeah, and some of you, it's just a person getting acquainted to someone and they're not sure what to think. Now, it has to do with the reason to celebrate a home. And I do think someone's bored of where they're at. They're thinking of moving and relocating, but this is their personal thoughts. There's something very private here. Yeah, so I feel, Gemini, you've got some thinking to do. I feel yourself, too, a little guarded, not quite sure what to believe. I think your guard's up a bit. I mean, this is where you're kind of protecting yourself, protecting what's yours. Yeah, because I do, and I see a little projection too. Yeah. Looks like you have to make a choice here. And I could feel that. See, this is, maybe you pushed this person away because you were, and it could be because projecting what this person has done. See, secrecy. Feel like you already know. Yeah, because there is a reason to celebrate, but I feel like you may have pushed someone away or maybe they pushed you away. So it could go either way, but it almost like this is something that's happened a couple times here. Yeah, it has to do with ending a cycle. So you may have had something on and off with someone here, but it's all about timing. See, good luck and timing. I feel like you'll make a decision when you're ready. You're just kind of thinking about the future here, but you're in the protective mode. Like maybe you feel like you need to protect yourself from someone here who, because I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is It's like you're trying to teach someone how you want to be treated. You see? They may have rushed in, changed their mind. So that's why I feel like partly this is your own energy where you're choosing your battles. You're really thinking things through before you make a decision. I do think you're going to trust your intuition. I feel like there's something with this person, even though they have a lot of feelings for you. See, you're coming across as cold. I feel, you know, emotionally detached, like you're just don't feel the same as this other person. It could be someone who's ignored you before too, but like I say, you've got this other energy, this King of Wands. I think you see this other person in a more favorable light. Yeah, see, you've got a lot going on. You're protecting what's yours. You're looking out for yourself. I feel like you were trying to teach someone here how you want to be treated. You were speaking some kind of truth. But see, you've got everything going on. This other person lacks confidence. They're all in their fields, but you can see the way they communicate. They've never made any commitment. And you may have been the person who, you know, tried to get something going and they ignored you. So you've got a lot going on. You look out for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. So you've got it all going on, you know, you looking good. So this is someone who actually seen you in a very favorable light. But either you pushed them away or they pushed you away. So like I feel, it's just like you may be giving the impression that you just want to be single, because often the Queen of Swords is, you know, speaking some kind of truth. You take care of yourself. And I do feel, you know, you've got a lot going on. I feel a house, a home, you're comfortable. But I feel like, you know, I feel like you missed an opportunity with this person. It could be them thinking that too. Yeah, see, taking things slow. It has to do with getting acquainted, someone being sincere, trying to take it slow. You may have given someone the impression you just want to be single. So you're coming across as unavailable, the impression. So this is why someone's keeping it in. But I feel like this could even be yourself. You may have been trying to get something going here. This person here still focused on money. I don't feel like there's something about their finances too. Yeah, taking it slow. See, it's about building. Yeah, focusing on work and building, putting in effort here. This is someone who's, you know, this is a very interesting read, but what I feel is happening, I feel like you see this other person in a more favorable light, and I feel it's both. Yeah, you got more in common with this person. Yeah, I do see a Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Pisces. Aries, Leo, Sag, or even Scorpio. Yeah. But I feel what's happening here is it's about looking at things in a favorable light, making a decision. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. It has to do with someone creative. See, it has to do with working together. See, spending time together, doing things together. I feel like you see yourself with this other person, but you may have missed an opportunity. You may have pushed this person away. Like I say, it could be a role reversal, but tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. See, it's all about this timing. See, something about timing. And I do think it has to do with a person where you may have tried to get something going. Maybe to travel, to visit, long distance. But I don't think you're as interested in this person as they are in you. I just get that vibe. Yeah. See, it's all about laying the foundation, trying to get something going. Sorry, everyone. I had to pause for a moment. I decided to light that candle. So this Ace of Pentacles here, yeah, I kept my thoughts on the reading. I feel like this person here, see, I feel like you tried to start something with this person. You felt pretty confident. But I do think this is someone who ignored you or avoided you. It's like they didn't want to commit to something. But now I feel this person's having a change of plans. I do think this person is looking at this, feeling they missed an opportunity. They may offer you this, but I'm not so sure you're interested in this person as they are in you. Because like I say, I feel like you're coming across as like you just want to be single. You're being unavailable. to this person, but yet there's this other person. So let's dig into this person. Yeah, I feel like you got more in common with this person. You want to spend time with this person. See, someone who's creative, they want to do things. See, someone who's a doer, they like to do things. This is about opportunity and creating opportunity. Yeah, like I feel like this is someone who is just a little different than the other person. Yeah, so it's all about going on a date. I feel like this person's going to ask you out. I feel it's like visiting long distance, or they want to ask you out, but I think you're focused on this other person more. Yeah, you have a decision to make. I feel like you're indecisive. But here's another thing. You may not see this coming. Okay, you may have thought about this, but if you have to make a decision between these two, just saying to really choose wisely and think it through. Who's this King of Cups? Yeah, see, someone who's been on a little bit of a break, time out. See, this person's got some kind of time off from work, thinking of traveling. They may reach out to you. But I feel like you already tried to get something going, maybe even decided to provide something. But it's about building, and it has to do with working, building, putting in effort, building the foundation. See, there's really nothing here. I think you're more focused on this other person, and you have to make a decision. Yeah, someone... possible Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, but it has to do with taking a little step back, seeing things different after a period of time. Yeah, it's all about peace and harmony. It's all about trying things different. See, someone who's maybe different than the usual type. Yeah, see, it's all about trying something different. I feel like you're thinking a lot about this, and I do feel like it's yourself that's indecisive. Just take off the blindfold and see, yeah, because I feel like you got a person here who can't really provide a whole lot, but yet they're so full of love and emotion, and yet this other person, someone who's kind of a, I wouldn't say a runner, but they are someone who's achieved goals. They're on a particular path. They're creative. They have a strong financial foundation. Someone achieve goals, but it's what you're hoping to achieve. I feel like you're breaking free from I feel like you just kind of want to be free of any kind of commitment at this point, because you've got decisions, and I do think it has to do with this King of Wands. And you can flip the energy. Yeah, see the Queen of Pentacles. See, you're trying to stay grounded and make sensible, practical decisions. But this person sees you. Here's what I see. They see you as a provider, what you can provide. This person doesn't have a whole lot. I feel like you tried to give them something or provide something, and their ego got in the way. Their pride and their ego. But the other person is someone here who kind of sees what two people can do together and accomplish together, where this person actually sees you as someone who can provide. And their pride got in the way. And they've definitely been humbled, but I actually feel this is someone thinking of moving and relocating. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah. See, I feel like you're not so sure about this, you know, because you're seeing opportunity, but I really feel like you already know if this person offers you or tries to get something going, or they try to give you something. I mean, it could be where you gave someone something, they just ignored you. But I feel like you tried to get something going, and now it's like a role reversal, right? Where you are the provider. They see you as someone that can provide for them. Where the other person, it's the other way around. Yeah, I feel like you're just kind of being open here. See, it's an energy of who you're open to. I feel like it's this King of Wands energy. Letting them know that you're open, available, letting go of your own pride too. But you do take pride in the things you do, your house, your home. Yeah, but this one person sees that what you can provide for them, because they can't really provide a lot. And I do feel they're focused on their money. They're not lazy or anything like that, but I do see trip, travel, some sort of time off. Yeah, they may offer you this. You may be open to it, but because you're about to receive, you may not see it coming, but I feel some of you already kind of know. It's like this role reversal. But the King of Wands is someone who knows what they want and they go after it. See, there's a lot of spark desire. You find the other person more feeling, more attractive. They're passionate. They're creative. Like there's something about the two of you, right? That, yeah, it's like this flame, right? The flame is burning brightly. This person does find you attractive. They definitely desire you, but yeah, like I say, I feel like, yeah, you're kind of protecting yourself. See everything you've worked for here. And that's the thing, is it's you're going to put the pentacle on for this other person. But it's funny, this other person's sort of protecting themselves. See, role reversals. But I really feel there's a lot to do with protecting your heart too, and what you work for, because you want someone who can provide you with something. You want someone who brings something to the table. The other person brings something to the table. Yeah, this other person, I do feel they have some time off. Yeah, this is someone who often kind of comes up with a lot of excuses. They don't always communicate clearly. They don't always have a lot to say, or they make up excuses. I mean, they could be lazy. And there's someone who's painting a picture, like telling you who they are. All may not be what it seems. Yeah, I feel like the role reversal. Yeah, they could be a little bit lazy. They are somebody who's emotionally available, like they're putting themselves out there. They've let you know they're available. But if you know who this person is, and it has to do with trip, travel, doing something, going someplace together, it's someone who's kept you hanging. Yeah. Yeah, and I really feel a lot of this is yourself too. Yeah, I think you're in protective mode. I mean, I feel like you're really protecting yourself here. Yeah. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah. See, weighing the pros and the cons, the good outweighing the bad. See, there's opportunity. So you're looking at opportunity. And this other person knows a good thing when they see it. Like they see that you're someone who brings something to the table. You're very creative. Like you have some of that energy. So you may have some, well, you don't have to be, have fire in your chart, but like I say, you got it all going on. The other person lacks confidence, where this other person's very confident. Yeah, I think you already know what you want to do. See, it's an energy of change. This person's actually thinking of moving and relocating. Maybe you've even talked about it, but I don't know if you're feeling the same about this person, because you're now in the energy of protecting yourself, everything that you've worked for, because this person sees what you can provide for them. See, this is someone who's kind of got this, well, I can cook and I can clean. And see, it's a complete role reversal, where they want to reverse the roles. Like you do the work, you pay the bills, you do this, and I'll stay home and do the cooking and the cleaning. And I definitely feel like you got a person, some of you, yes, they are lazy. Others of you, it's just someone who is taking time off and taking a break to trip. They may want to come and see you, or they may want you to come and see them, regardless of the situation. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is someone who, you got someone here who's loved you for a long time. Someone's holding on to a torch. I think you're more concerned with this King of Wands. I do. But they're in the energy where they have pushed you away, thinking that you're only interested in what they can provide. See that again. Things completely flipping over. Yeah, this person works. They do know you work. They see you, someone who works. Yeah, you take care of yourself. You look good. Like you just got it all going on. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is someone in your social circle or online dating, social media, but there is some kind of good news here. So interesting. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you got both of them. Both of them. Yeah, see, opportunities, options. This person knows a good thing when they see it, and they see opportunity of being with you. The other person's a bit of an opportunist. And I'm not saying that they don't have a lot of feelings, but, you've got these two people here. One of them's loved you for a long time, and I actually wouldn't be surprised it's the King of Wands. Now, either you pushed them away or they pushed you away, because it's that being careful what to believe, that protection. So it's like this role reversal, but I really feel like this person's going to come in and build a foundation. Yep, see, building a foundation. So someone going to either unblock you, or like I say, it's just someone here who's in this energy of not quite sure what to believe, right? This is just a guarded energy, but it's about letting someone in. See, someone here is very private. They don't share a lot of personal stuff with someone else. They keep a lot to themselves. See, there's the Wheel of Fortune again. See, now you have another opportunity here. You got a new cycle. I actually feel this other person, look at that, releasing things that no longer serve. You know your worth and value, self-respect. See, the feelings are actually mutual. This person's not sure if they are. Like, if you just want to be friends, you want company or companionship. I feel like you're friend zoning this person. I don't feel like you want more with them. I think you already know the answers here. I think you've already made a decision. It's just a matter of speaking. But I do think this person's going to come in here. But you're holding a torch for someone else. And I wonder if this person's wondering that. They've been holding, this is someone who could be holding a torch for you. See, it's again, role reversal, but yeah, this has to do with someone who has faith in themselves. I feel like you'll make the right choice, and it's loyalty, making sure you're on the same page. I feel like you and this other person get each other. There's something about their life, their lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. You find them attractive. Like you find this person more attractive. Yeah, you feel more confident here. This person's confident. This is someone who lacks confidence. Yeah, you have a decision to make. See, out with this old and in with the new. And I'm not saying that this person can't have this energy. I think you got a person here who definitely does need a break. I do think they work. But some of you have a person who's literally lazy. They got an excuse for everything. See, they want the other person to do all the work. That's why I feel it's almost like role reversal. You keep working, you pay for everything, and I'll do some cooking and cleaning. But this is someone who kind of lazes around. Yeah, you've got that person. Some of you, it's a little different, though. It's where this person's holding a torch, but they lack confidence. That's the person I feel, the one that wants to travel to see you, someone at a distance. Yeah, there's something sketchy with this person. See, I think you already know they're a little sneaky. I don't know if this person has played games with you or... Yeah, and you got someone who's insecure at the same time, but I think you already know that one of these is a little bit on the sneaky side. I don't think this person has a lot of money. Like, they come across as they got it all going on together, but I don't think they do. Yeah, so you have to make a choice. See, soulmate, I feel like you see this person more as a friend, you know. There's just something that isn't right. It doesn't feel right. You might not be able to quite put your finger on it, but it doesn't feel right. Where this other one feels right. Yeah, see, it's just two single people. See, this other person, they're independent. They take care of themselves. They keep their life, you know, pretty balanced. They got a lot going on. You find them more attractive, or the other person, maybe you don't find them attractive, or you just, something that this person does is a bit of a turn off. It's something sneaky, or just this insecurities, or... And with the star, I do think you're understanding. I see you being very understanding and kind, compassionate to this person. But yeah, I don't think this person, you feel they're quite right for you. Yeah, you got the other person. They're an emperor. Yeah, so someone who knows what they want. So it's an energy, just let this person make it happen. See, this is the truth. I feel like you're going to say yes. This person's going to come in. They see opportunity here. They see it going in the favor. They see you in a favorable light. And I feel both of them do. But you don't see this person in a favorable light as you do this person, is what I'm seeing here. So you got choices. And one of these people, this other person up here too, I feel someone who, like I say, is more of an opportunist. They see you as someone who can give them something, give them what they want, what they need, whether it's physical attraction or whatever. I think this is the role reversal, where they see you as someone who works. You do things, you get things done. You're creative. You're very, you're just someone who's always doing stuff. This is why you've got it all going on. You see, and you look out for yourself. You look good too, right? You take care of you. But you need to look out for number one here, really. And I do think you're trying to do that too. But this person really, really likes you. Yeah, this person, see, and I think you already know too. This person sees, they know a good thing when they see it. And I feel they're going to see the role reversal. They're going to come, this person will come in and they'll lay the foundation. Yeah, this person here, there you are. You're manifesting what you desire. I think you already know. You want someone who lays a foundation. You want someone who provides something. And I do feel like you're a provider. I feel like you do your part. But I feel like you don't want to provide for someone who's in this energy. Yeah, someone who's a little immature too. They're a little self-absorbed. See, this is someone who's, I wouldn't say a player necessarily, but they're not someone who'll probably stick around. And you can see yourself that way with this person, like it wouldn't go the distance. It's someone who has some of you, it's a person who has a lot of feelings. They've loved you for a long time, but this is somebody, they are who they are. There's something you already know about this person that you just can't put your finger on it, or you already know that they're kind of sneaky. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the other person who speaks truth. They may even have some Gemini in their chart, Libra or Aquarius. Yeah, they speak truth. See, someone here doesn't speak the truth. And I think they can't provide. They're more interested in what you can. Where the other person is very logical, very intelligent. They speak truth. They're loyal. Emperors expect loyalty too. So they see you this way too. Nice. Yeah, see, reaching out. Yeah, so someone who's going to reach out. A little test to see if you're interested. Yeah, they've been checking you out. They've taken a pause. If you've been checking this person out online, I think they're aware of it. They do trust their own intuition. They're smart. They're articulate. They speak truth. You're on the same page. Like they have the same morals and values. Your lifestyles suit each other, where this other person not so much. This person's not a doer. They're not super ambitious. Yeah. But they are, I feel, letting you know they're available. To me, I see three energies here. Technically, three different people. One who's loved you for a long time, but they lack confidence. And I do think both are kind of sneaky. One of them is actually a more player type, where the other one's just insecure because they're hiding things. They got secrets, things they're hiding. And I think it has to do with finances. And I do see this long distance. See all this time here. See, lots of time's gone by, and all of a sudden this person's trying to kind of sneak their way back in. Yeah, you're onto it. You figured it out. It's just saying to trust your intuition. If something feels off, it's off. Okay? And that's what I feel. I feel like you're going to do the right thing. And I think you know. I see you in your head thinking. Okay? And even the King of Swords, Gemini energy, looking at things, putting the shoe on the other foot, looking at how the other person feels. They see you in a very positive light. They feel lucky and fortunate for this opportunity. See, this is the person here. The King of Wands is very charming, funny. I feel like there's someone who knows what they want. See, it's an Emperor. The Emperor's the one I feel with the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords energy. But the other person is Page energy. Yeah. See, lacking confidence, lacking faith. They may not even be faithful, loyal. They could be keeping secrets. So, yeah, see, look at that. You're manifesting what you desire, love. Someone you really connect with. You want to get to know this person more. I feel there's this... they could be someone who you already have a connection with. And I feel like you're holding a torch for this person. It's a lot of attraction and desire. You've been checking each other out. Yeah, you find this person more desirable. There's something about them that you just like more. Maybe they're more attractive, or it's their creativity. See, they're very creative. This is someone who creates. They create their own world. They have a solid foundation. You can do things. This is someone who wants to do things like yourself. You want to do stuff, right? Whatever it is, explore, travel. You just do things, where the other person doesn't do much of anything. But I do see some of you with a King of Cups here that you still, because there's people here, and I see this King of Cups, someone who has loved you for a long time, and like something doesn't feel right. They're insecure, or they're just, that's the person I feel, to be honest, that will come in and present themselves as they got it all going on, but they actually don't. Yeah, so you see the bigger picture, and you know too, this is where I feel it's telling you, decide what it is you want, what's right for you, what makes you happy. Okay, because it's, if this other person kind of feels they can make you happy, but I don't like the way they go about it. Yeah, and I do think this person knows you know. They don't have their act together. So there's some sort of regret. It's something they may have done before too. But I do feel like you're trying to make sure you make the right decision. I feel like you will. Yeah, see, this is something that's just not going to go anywhere. It's just not going anywhere. And I do think you want to connect with this person here. The King of Wands, yeah. Someone who pulls their weight. They take responsibility. They have strong shoulders. They can handle anything that comes their way. You can count on them. They're reliable. Where the other person, not so much. Like, that's what I feel. They're not very reliable, because I feel like you tried to start something with them. Or they tried to start with you, but they didn't communicate clearly. I see someone who doesn't communicate well. They go silent. They could be a little moody at times. Or they're just lazy, like they're always sleeping. Maybe in their, you know, like you're kind of looking at, you're just ignoring me. You know, all these things that you can't. And I do think you're trying to look at the facts. But it's all about being real. And I feel this is where you're looking at the reality. And I feel like you can just be yourself with this person. This person's not presenting as self. Yeah, see, you already know. This person too, like, I feel they want to connect here. And I think if they reach out, you'll say yes. If you reach out to them, they'll probably say yes too. But it's all about the timing. See, you have more in common. You're creative. You know, these are people who like to do stuff. They're creative. They're always doing things. This is what you like about this person. They pull their weight. They're reliable. Yeah, look at that. Yes. Take care. Bye for now.